Hi Divine Feminines, welcome to Larisa Lili Temperance. This will be your Divine Masculine check-in for today and Divine Feminine. I'm going to be switching things a bit, feminines. So I got a few comments and I kind of wanted to know where our feminines were at in terms of what their needs are. And so I want to be focusing more on the feminine healing on my channel. We will be touching on the masculine, but I also been getting this message for a long time. If you guys have watched my prior videos, I've been asked by the masculine to really help the feminines come back into their own power and their own energy, understanding their own feminine power, understanding that the masculines do know that the feminines have more power because of your ability to create and rebirth, like to create and to give birth, to bring procreation. You're the nurturers of the future, right? The new future children. And so they understand the big responsibility that has. And so we're going to focus a lot on healing because there is a major shift, and I'm in my own journey, and I've been on my journey for 2 years, but I've never been a feminine who's been codependent. That has never been me. And so I embrace my twin journey and I embrace my masculine for who one he is, because my masculine is a male, but for the healing that it has brought me. And for that, I will never, I would never trade that at all. I do know that the masculines are undergoing a lot of death energy right now. So for a lot, there will be separation. And this is for true feminines, true divine feminines. I'm going to really, really stress this. This is, these journeys are about a really extreme ascension. And if your ascension's been slow or your progress has been slow, then this is most likely a karmic situation or just an unhealthy. You have to really evaluate if you're an empath and you're dealing with an unhealthy narcissist, because that's what this world is obviously suffering from. We know we have to say this, feminines, and I'm sorry, I can't sugarcoat. This is the age of Aquarius. This is the age of knowing, and I'm no longer going to sugarcoat. It was never in my nature, and honestly, it was never my purpose for this channel. So I understand this is not going to be in alignment with a lot of frequencies with the feminines. I'm okay with that. That is the truth, and that is my frequency. And so I know who I connect with and I know who I don't connect with, which is okay. And that's totally fine, feminines. There's no offense at all. But this is about gaining power, gaining our power back. This is about true femininity and coming back to our hearts in a loving way, embracing healthy relationships, whether you're twin or choosing to be with a soul contract, a soul connection, which is totally fine in this journey. Which, again, if you don't agree with that on my channel, I don't disagree. I've met twins who choose that, which is totally okay. I will never, first of all, source is to judge here, not me, not you. So at the end of the day, if source blesses you with a soul, who are we to talk down to anyone who chooses their path? Their path is their path, and that is what soul ascension is. Soul ascension is about you coming home to source. So with that said, feminines, I know I went on a bit of a rant, but I was having this conversation with someone, a friend of mine actually, who you know how that goes, feminines, where your friends, your close friends. So I very few close friends, but the ones who don't really understand the journey. I have one or two that embrace what I go through, and so then they get curious. And so this was a conversation for sure about what these connections are, and having to explain what is it that we feel, what we go through, because it's really hard for the 3D mind to understand. But what I will say for now, we're going to go into your healing first, feminines. Masculines are definitely going through their death energy right now. This is definitely still rebirth energy. Masculines are understanding they have to make quick changes right now. So there's stabilizing. They're in this place of stabilizing themselves, their emotions, The cloudness they felt mentally, I do feel temperance energy, so extreme levels of forgiving and healing. And I really do feel masculines are asking forgiveness from you feminines. Overall, forgiveness from everyone, forgiveness to themselves, because remember, this is about healing to themselves. But they ask for forgiveness. So they're really in a healing forgiveness place, and they're really asking for forgiveness because they know that this is part of their ascension. You know, they're coming to realizations of themselves and who they are. So let's see. I just want to see some energies here for the connection. Secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. And of course, this is their feelings for you and the mutual feelings for each other. You guys are each other's deeper feelings. Secret admirers, admirers of your emotions, admirers of nurturing yourselves on a spiritual level. That is the deeper feeling. Those are the emotions that you guys both embrace and nurture together. Then we have wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. And this is their death process too, because at this point, this is a transition for masculines, and also transitions for you feminines. Now we're gonna go into for you feminines, your masculine energy today and what you need to heal on your masculine energy on this journey. And so I'm going to be speaking more about the imbalance within the feminine on both energies. And so that is what I've been channeled and what I've been asked to do. So do know that this process, you have to allow it to take its course. And that is what the masculine is doing on their own right now, because they're balancing their own feminine energy. We have close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. And this is you being in the state of gratitude. Remembering that you are the creator of your life. You are the person who chooses your reality. So do be in the state of joy right now. Embrace the changes that you're going through, but also be grateful for it, you know, of course. And then playfulness and laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. Remember, love is the greatest healer. And so this is also finding laughter in this journey in terms of what you've accomplished, what you've healed. Laugh at yourself. I'm constantly laughing at myself and my journey and the things I've grown out of. I was watching this video earlier today on soul contracts and twin contracts. And it was actually hilarious. I can't remember the title of it right now, feminines. But it was very, very funny, because at the end of the day, we have to laugh at ourselves and the things that we used to do to ourselves. And then also, it's also funny when you can laugh at your old ways, because that's how you know you've evolved. That's how you know you've healed. And that's how you know you've transitioned. So let's see. I want to see what's the mutual energy here, sir. What is the mutual energy for the twin connections and collective? What is the mutual energy for the twin collective? This card keeps coming out every time I see this. So yes, virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. And this is understanding the virtue of the connection and acknowledging it, and acknowledging that it's a spiritual transition. It's a spiritual collaboration to your growth, to the next state and to the next level of you. And then we also have respect. You value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. And this is what I was saying. This is respect. One, the connection has mutual respect for each other and valuing each other's way to love individually and the way to love to self-love, because you both are encountering this. You both are processing different ways of how to love yourselves, and the path is different due to the bloodlines, due to the lineage, the differences of what the beliefs systems are and the dismantling of it. Also the respect, which is what I just said earlier, respecting other twins, understanding soul contracts, understanding twin flames, understanding that people have the right to choose their paths and their way to love as they choose to. All obviously in that they're in alignment to the evolution of themselves and learning more and evolving more of themselves. And then here in the bottom is action. We have, you have the courage to express the unique, loving colors of your soul. I love this because I wrote this on my Instagram, my personal Instagram the other day, about loving your colors and then waking up to a different colorful you every day. And this action is about learning to appreciate the different colors of yourself every day and what you're experiencing in that day. So this is learning to be in the present moment, and really, really loving the present moment. So we're going to look at some energies here, Spirit. So I want to look at what the feminine's masculine energies have to work on, Spirit. So what are the feminine's masculine energies? What is the masculine energy that the feminines have to work on? What is it that some of the feminines are going through in terms of their masculine imbalance? Please, Spirit. What is the masculine imbalance? Of course. I mean, we know that's feminines. I'll tell you right now what I'm seeing. What else is the feminine's imbalance? Oh, we're not taking all this. Okay, so feminines, the first card, I mean, could we not? Is the longing. Aching, pining, and past love. The longing. This is that chaser energy. Your masculine is imbalanced. You cannot be in this longing energy because that is you not loving yourself at this moment. This is you not understanding the pathway to the love for you and this longing to love yourself, because the longing, that longing energy of your masculine is actually the longing energy that you're asking to, the longing energy that's imbalanced within yourself. And so that needs to be worked out. Well, let's see what else we've got here. Oh my God, we've got twice deja vu, past life, karmic lessons, repeated patterns. Yes. So it's a constant repeated pattern here. We're repeating the same patterns. And so you're doing the same thing, expecting a different result. And what I love here, you guys, look at that. Secret, admire twice. Suppression, resistance, shyness. And this is the suppression of emotions, because at the end of the day, although you guys have an understanding mutually, you and your masculine are embracing this new version of love and self-love, but you're also causing suppression with this longing and these repeating patterns. You're suppressing those emotions to the healing of you. Because remember, see, someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. And I think what you're doing is you're resisting deeper feelings for yourself than you're letting on. And then we have established family, triumph, security. And this is because there's a lot of security trying to be established here. I think you feel like if you release this from your masculine energy, feminines, if you guys start to balance this out, you think that you won't feel safe. You feel like there will be an alignment and there won't be an establishment and you won't get what you want. And so this is where you have to be extremely careful. In terms of the energy you're putting out, because this isn't a journey to be selfish. This isn't a journey to be only creating security for oneself, right? This is about really, really going within and loving you and embracing your heart and embracing your natures, and then how to be able to give that love in a more healthy manner where you already feel secure and established within yourself and the love you give to yourself. And then on the bottom of that is depth, complexity, awareness, importance. And this is just the depths of the connection right now and understanding its complexity and also embracing its complexity. Bottom of that, which I love, is receptive, open heart, softness, vulnerability. And this you being able to be receptive to its depths and then come to truths for yourself in the depths. I want to quickly pull, I forgot, we are having the full moon, feminines, on the 30th. So let's see what that energy is. Spirit, what is the full moon energy for the twin collective? Thank you. Yeah, I mean, seriously, it's time to release negativity. And that's all I mean, it's a constant releasing, but when things are constantly repeating, this is what I'm saying, this deja vu, there are repeated patterns here. And so this puts the connection on hold, in stagnant. But this also puts your growth in your masculine energy in stagnation. So there's a lot of toxicity that needs to be released in terms of old patterns. Okay, so I want to see, what is it that you have to work on, feminine? So Spirit, give me guidance on what the feminines, what is the balance the feminines need to work on? What is the balance that the feminines need to work on, Spirit? What is the balance on the masculine energy? I want to ask, what is the balance on the masculine energy that the feminines need to work on? What is the balance? Engage in higher reason, and this is using more of your masculine logic abilities. What else is the balance? Ask with sincerity and bust out of your cocoon. So there is comfort here. Now, what is the balance on the feminine energy that the feminines need to work on? What is the balance? Okay. Nurture yourself first. Claim your art. What else is the balance on the feminine energy that the feminines need to work on? What is the balance on the feminine energy? Give me one more, Spirit. Okay. Look forward. You know, what I love that we have in the bottom is imagine solutions. So at this point, here we have on the masculine energy, what you feminines have to get into balance is to engage in higher reason, and that is being more in that emperor energy, in that logical, separate from emotions. Ask with sincerity, which is meaning to be more sincere with that perspective, being more truthful and honest on that reasoning of, you know, what is it you're going through? What is it you're experiencing? The things that are holding you back. Truths about yourself, right? Because here we have bust out of your cocoon. And we know that masculines tend to suffer this. This truly feels like masculine energy here, because masculines are all about logic and ask with sincerity. Them being able to ask, a lot of the times masculines don't feel they could even ask questions, especially on a, you know, too feminine energy. So they're never really in a place to ask. They're probably in a place to always give and direct. But it does put them in this cocoon, right? Because a lot of the times masculine energy has a comfort. They have a comfort of the way things are, of things being the same, or things like, especially things that they can control. You know, the way they think about things is very strategic, and it's very boxed. It's very like, well, this belongs here, this belongs here, this belongs there. And so that's where they can't get out of their own cocoon. And I think feminines tend to do similar energy, and so trying to find that balance within that energy and finding your place in terms of how you apply yourself, and then finding a balance in terms of how to bring in that energy in a more positive light. Let's see. And then here for the feminine energy, balancing your feminine energy, you have nurture yourself first, of course. Us feminines have to provide ourselves self-love in order for us to be able to give of our cup. I think most feminines do suffer this, where they don't fill their cup first. They're too busy giving their cup of love away and not first taking care of you, which is how we're conditioned to believe it's the way to be. But in reality, you can own yourself. You can nurture yourself first. You can learn how to say no. You can know it's okay to say no when you want to say no. When you don't want to go somewhere, it's okay to not go somewhere. I was speaking with a friend the other day who she, you know, for Thanksgiving, she wanted to spend it alone. And so she said, she called me because she was in her feelings. And so she had a cousin who said something about inviting her for New Year's Eve. And so she was saying, well, I don't understand why is this expectation of me having to hang out. So if I say no and I don't want to go and hang out for New Year's Eve, then, you know, I understand the expectation that comes with that. And what was interesting is, what expectation? You mean the one planted in your mind? Because not once did they say, you know, yes, is there an assumption? I think females tend, you know, especially in the feminine energy, or this need to always please people, where we feel we can't say no. I also feel like that energy stems from not having our own identity, in terms of sometimes with feminine energy, there's still that parent-child relationship where you feel you need permission, and not realizing that you can give yourself your own permission. And usually feminine energy, especially for females, when they leave the house, right? When they leave the house, from leaving from parent to maybe significant other or boyfriend or whatever, and when you guys have that transition, you still didn't have permission for yourself, because then you went straight to a relationship or connection, and yet that person was the one designating what you did, when you know, how your day went, or whatever the case is. You know, there was still that codependent energy. And so here she's experiencing and not realizing it's okay to say, no, I want to spend New Year's by myself. And the fact that it really, I spent a whole hour conversation having it. The struggle behind being able to identify and understand it's okay to say no. It's okay. And you shouldn't feel guilty if you want to spend time alone. You know, so I found that to be extremely interesting. Here you have claim your art, and I really feel this every time I see this card. I feel Empress energy here, and this is about creativity. This is about you, again, nurturing yourself, nurturing the things you want for yourself, your healing, your self-love, and then of course look forward and imagine solutions. So find something to look forward to, feminines. At this point, you know, you really need to come back to your own healing, in the sense of where you can look forward to something that you embrace, you love, whether it's drawing, music, you know, whatever it is, whether it's a yoga class, you know, creating something for yourself where you imagine the solutions, to create the solutions to shift that energy of yours back to you, and to keep your feminine energy in alignment. I want to see more of the masculine energy imbalance here, Spirit. What else is the imbalance on masculine energy for the feminines? What else is imbalanced for the masculine energy and feminines? What else is the imbalance? Manipulate, you guys, and here we have awakening. Yes. And this is going to come across a little obviously negative, but it's not negative, because anything about shadow isn't, and we can't be in the toxic positive. I'm not going to enable victimhood in my channel. So manipulation, and this is us, one, for those who have to heal from manipulation, codependent relationship, narcissistic mothers, fathers, where we have to release ourselves from these energies restricting us. And I think we also have to acknowledge some of this behavior within our own masculine energy. Your ability to manipulate, your ability to use emotions to control the outcomes. And this is very, very big, and I see this a lot, and I hear it from a lot. I do hear it through conversations with feminine energy and the imbalance and manipulation. And I'll give an example. I don't know, for those who are new, I'm an accounting manager, so I'm in the finance. I do finance. I've been doing it for 16 plus years. I've been in this career. I work for many companies, commodities, airlines, retail, you name it. I've been in the industry. What I will say is what I've witnessed because it's a very male dominated career, finance, you're really up against males. But then when you're working with feminines who are on your management level, this happens a whole lot. I mean, it's why I'm trying to get out of it at this point, because at this point it doesn't resonate with me anymore. Like, honestly, I don't get upset. I actually laugh at this energy, and I don't mean, but because of the unhealthy ways I'm constantly, being reported at work, and, manipulations used, where tears are being used. And I'm like this most horrible person because, God forbid, I correct an error of something I've been doing for 16 years versus someone who's been doing it with 3 years, and God forbid. And it's just, there's so much hypersensitivity that this is used very frequent. And I've seen it in such unhealthy manners that we need to be very mindful of what we really want to accomplish with this. And honestly, this energy is not going to bring you back. One, it's not going to bring you back your masculine. And two, it's not gonna help you heal. It's gonna actually hold you back, feminines. So accountability is very important in terms of how we process our emotions. And I really feel that here with this engage in higher reasoning is finding higher reasoning in terms of how the self-talk and how you process your emotions, and how other people can view those emotions, especially in your energy, in your connection. And then the awakening, of course, because this is about awakening here. Feminines need to understand that you're also awakening every time there's a transition in you. And I think balancing that awakening on the masculine energy side as a feminine, you can come here and ask for updates on your masculine, but at the end of the day, you're also going through this awakening. And masculine energies are totally in death energy right now. They really are. They, like I said, they do want you to know. They want forgiveness. They're asking for forgiveness, and they're constantly seeing 1111. So this awakening is very true, and I find this to feel like mutual energy, because they're also seeing 1111, and they're being reminded of the connection and how this is actually bringing them back home to themselves. So let's see, Spirit, what other healing energy messages do we have here for our divine feminines? What else does the masculines want our feminines to heal from? What else do our masculines want our feminines to heal from? What else? Let me get one more, Spirit. Okay. Standards. Yeah. I will not downplay my needs for anyone. And remember, the energy I'm pulling here is what the masculines want you to heal. And they want you to raise your standards. They want you to be in your divine power, even to them. Even to them. Because this is about you raising your standards overall for you. You're not going to play small. You're not going to downplay for you. Wild woman. Take me or leave me. Exactly. It's like honing that power, you knowing your worth. And it's almost like either you take it or leave it. It's nurturing that wild side of yours. That is also, I really feel this is strong masculine energy coming through feminines, in all honesty. And then here we have, look at this, equality. I mean, could this not be the best messages our masculines want? If someone cannot reciprocate my same efforts, I do not continue to try harder. I take it as a sign that we may not be on the same page at this time. And again, this is them wanting you to be in this power, raising your standards, and knowing that if the connection's imbalance, is because they know they're not ready for you. And you awakening to that energy, understanding that's just where the connection is, because at the end of the day, you need to love yourself, nurture yourself first, claim your art, and look forward and find something to look forward to. Find your own solution to shift this energy, to find your standard, to stand in your power, and to find the equality you need and the balance within your masculine and feminine energy within you. The other thing I wanted to pull, oh wow, beautiful. Under that, I wanted to pull awareness was on the last under bottom of the deck. I am aligned with my purpose. Yes, this is about you shifting your energy and coming in alignment with your purpose. Masculines are definitely stressing for you to shift your energy right now, feminines. So I want to look at the major arcana. These are my guardian angel tarots. These have big shifts that happening. So I want to know what's the big shift for you right now, feminines. What is the big shift for feminines right now? What is the big shift for feminines right now? What is the big shift? You're so little that I just like poppers, feminine. So give me a... There we go. I knew it. Yep. The Hanged Man. Seeing clearly. It's time to view things from a different perspective. You have the blessed gift to see past the current situation and envision an amazing possibilities. Don't worry, the pause is momentum while you rethink your plan won't last. Embrace your uniqueness and allow it to serve you. I mean, I'm not gonna look into this. I'm gonna get a few more guidance for you, Spirit Feminine. Wow, that's quick. Okay, so obviously this Spirit is speaking love. Love thy neighbor as you love thyself. The highest vibration in the universe is love. Open your heart and let love in. Only then will you attract it back to you. And this is the self-love. I mean, could the masculines not be more present right now with us, where they want you to come back and really start loving yourself? These repeating patterns of this longing, this needs to end, because at the end of the day, you both, I mean, we have secret admirers show up twice here, and so you already understand that this is a mutual love between the two of you on a spiritual level. That the love between the two of you is that you guys understand, that both of you understand that you came here to open each other up and heal once and for all in this fast ascension to the next stage in your life. Courage. Fortune favors the brave. Don't be afraid of taking your next steps. You're fully supported and protected. Life without risk is no life at all. Don't settle for less. You deserve it all, feminines. And forgiveness. What did I just say? Masculines want forgiveness right now. Forgiveness is very big for themselves. They're asking forgiveness from you for themselves, but also for you to come back and forgive yourself. The time has come to forgive others and to finally forgive yourself. We are all human and we all make mistakes. Being able to forgive will lead you to unconditional love, compassion, and ultimate happiness. Feminines, I'm going to be here to encourage you, feminines. Codependency is no longer on my channel. I will be giving you messages from your masculines, which I want to end. Let's pull some messages from your masculines, but this is about you learning to love you. And this is about the feminines raising healed feminines, creating healed feminines. Because what do we want? What did our masculines say in one of our readings before? They want healed children. They want healed children. We want to start creating a whole world of healed children. So Spirit, what is the masculine? What's the most important message from the masculines? Most important messages, you guys, are not big changes. 555, time to receive abundance. So this shift is happening and surrounded by angels. 444, miracles are happening. So there's a lot of spirit protection here. There's a lot of spirit protection here from the masculines and the angels, and this message is protected as well. Do know you're protected here, and the masculines do know that. So, feminines, this is the reading. Thank you for stopping by here at Larisa Lili Temperance. Please like, share, subscribe, click that bell button if you enjoyed my frequency. But with that said, live always relentlessly in striving aspiration. This is the evolution of your soul, and I'm here to nurture you. Until next message. Bye.